Hi everyone, it's Patter here today. I wanted to start my first video with a simple technique that I wanted to share with you. As you can see, I have one of our new stamps here by Memory Box called the Adore Peony Collage. And I wanted to show you how I use the different ink colors to create the background for this image. First of all, I always lay a paper towel down because we're going to spritz our paper with water. What I'm using here today is just some Canson watercolor paper. And then you want to grab just an acrylic block and then your ink. I'm going to be using the Ranger Sponge Sugar Distress ink. And because it's a light color, I'm going to press kind of hard and rub it in quite a bit on my acrylic block. You just want to put it directly on your acrylic block and get some color there. Then I'm going to use these Ranger Shabby Shutters Distress ink, and I'm going to go around the edges of my acrylic block. Kind of spread the color around where you think you want it. Now I'm going to take my paper out of the way because I don't want it to get wet. But we do want to spritz our acrylic block with some water. And the more water you use, the different effect that you'll get. So mine always come out different, every single one of these that I do. Then I'll remove my paper towel and grab my watercolor paper again. And then I'm just going to turn this over and press it down into my watercolor paper. And then you have a neat effect, which I said comes out different every time I do it. Then you're going to get a little bit messy. I like to rub it in. You don't have to do this. You can actually leave the ink dotted. Sometimes I do leave it dotted, sometimes I don't. Just kind of smudge that around there. And there you have it. Then once that dries, then you will stamp your image. And as you can see, I had mine already stamped. And that is what it turned out to look like with those two colors. And then once you're done with that, you can actually take a tearing tool or just tear with your fingers, and you can tear around the edges. You can just place your tearing tool close to the edge there and tear your paper. And if you notice, the stamp went over my edge here. That's perfectly okay. We can tear part of that off and just, it's still going to look fun for our card. We'll tear all of our edges here. There. And now we have our fun and quick background to use with this stamp and then to put this on a card. I also did a few other colors just to play around with those. And there's one that would make great colors for a baby card. And some of the new papers in our Memory Box Pixie pack would just be beautiful with that. I'm thinking these multicolors here would just be beautiful with that and make a great baby card. Let's see, and then I tried a different green, a darker green, and I didn't like it quite so dark. But of course you can experiment and play around with it and see what you get. But these new stamps are just perfect for this technique, and I hope you'll give it a try. And sorry if you hear my squawking birds in the background, but have a great day and thanks for stopping by.